Hey friends, welcome to episode number 21 of She Thought She Could, So She Did podcast. And this episode is really special to me because it seems as if I got to episode number 20, which was like a milestone, and I was so happy, and we were cheering, and we were having a ball, and we were thinking about what the intro was finally going to sound like, and boop, bow, boom, took a little break, and I'm okay with that, and I feel that you are okay with that, and I feel we are okay with that, and I feel like we're okay with it for multiple reasons. Number one being that those 20 episodes were pretty powerful. Some of the interviews were amazing. Actually, all of the interviews were amazing. The content was cool, things were great, and I am sure that you would not want me to come to you and waste your time and not bring you quality and just be in your earbuds for the purpose of saying that I recorded an episode, because I just really wasn't in a space to record an episode. So this episode I'm going to talk about 3 P's: purpose, profits, and passion. Purpose, profits, passions. Purpose, profits, passion. And I said them that way because profits lie somewhere in between purpose and passion, right? You can hear sometimes people say, follow your passion and you'll make money, or find your purpose and you'll make money. But that's not always the case, because if you're following purpose and or passion and it aren't generating profits right now, you have to do what is, right? So, the podcast is definitely something free range. I am not looking for it to be super duper lucrative. One day it may or may not be. That's not my idea. It is for me to bring you content, bring you resources, and put guests in your ears, right? But it costs me money to come to you. There's like hosting fees and different things associated with it. And all of that's still been coming out, regardless if I was pumping out an episode or not, to maintain my platforms. But what I did have to do is focus a little more on the things that were driving profits into my business. And right now, the platform or the podcast is one of the platforms in my business that I run completely by myself. I don't have an editor yet. I don't have anyone doing show notes for me. I don't have any of those cool things yet. And so it's solely ran by Tabitha. And Tabitha Tiny Tab James has been pulled, stretched, and just spun all around in a lot of different directions for a while. And if you've been following me for some time, 2018 I've been choosing my surroundings and choosing what I would do and what I wouldn't do, what I'd say yes to and what I'd say no to, and just choosing my time wisely. But even in that, there still aren't enough hours in the day. So yes, it's been a few weeks. However, I'm here. I'm not going to make any crazy promises that it's going to be every Monday and Wednesday, or every Monday and Thursday, or every anything right now. Me and my team, and yes, I said team because the She team is popping off right now. We are launching into summer in a very, very, very strategic direction. So with that being said, if some of the pillars, or once, not if, because they will, once some of the pillars of the business are a little more stable and able to hold themselves up, and the team is all trained and things are pumping like a well-oiled machine there, then I might be able to be a little more consistent with one of my passion projects, because I love podcasting, y'all. I really do. I love it. Primarily because of the whole funny story of that I've been recording voice memos for a very long time before I even knew podcasting was a thing. But the other part is it is a very cool platform to bring resources, to have interviews, to just share content in such a natural way. And I can do it all with no makeup on, So it's cool, right?
Doing this all with no makeup on. I wanted to bring you some announcements. So the She's Me retreat in the Great Smoky Mountains was absolutely amazing. I got to take my girls to the mountains along with some great volunteers that we had, who helped to facilitate dialogue, and my mentee Sharice was an awesome hiking guide and testimony sharer in all things great. One of my sorority sisters, Rayana, was very engaged with the young ladies and sharing her talks. And we had Miss Cupcake, who is the queen at Teen Pregnancy Dialogue, facilitating conversation and all great things in between. So we had an amazing time. Just completed the Unleashed conference this week, and it was, y'all, it was good. It was good. It was good. So before we get into the episode, I just want to say, find your tribe, find events that you can connect to, and make sure you invest in your process, because it is worth it. It is worth it. Last but definitely not least, it is almost book launch time, y'all. Mark your calendar for July the 1st and make sure that you order your ticket and get your copy reserved for Living Your Truth and Collection of the Untold. It is not posted season 2, and I'm stoked, guys. These are some good reads. I'm not saying this because I had a hand in them. I'm just letting you know they are amazing. All right, y'all. I think that's enough of the announcements. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
All right. I think the announcements are over, and it's time to get into some meat and potatoes about purpose, profits, and passion. So purpose, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to walk in your purpose. It's beautiful to find purpose. It's beautiful to even think about purpose, but that comes at a different time and a different place for every person. So don't be envious, jealous, or impatient and anxious to find yours if you have not found it yet, because your day is coming. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep following your process. Keep trusting your process and keep working. Don't give up. Be consistent. Whatever you dream, you can believe. And if you feel like you have that purpose, and we'll talk about passion in a second, if you feel like you have it, chase it. Let it be the fire behind your behind, even if you are not walking in it right this minute. Like, let's just say right now you're in the call center, or right now you're at the fast food restaurant, or right now you're at somebody's front desk, wherever you are, and you're just like, this is not my purpose, this is not my calling, but right now it is driving profits, okay? Those profits that are paying those bills. So with that being said, you're going to have to stay there for a little while, but do not lose the spark that is within you. That is why there are so many books behind the graveyard, or behind the church in the graveyard. That is why there are so many songs, so many businesses, so many ideas, because somewhere someone lost a spark, and I don't want you to lose your spark. So keep chasing it, and that comes with sacrifice. After you leave someone else's job, go home and work on your purpose project. Go home and think about that passion. Go home and mix purpose, passion, and figure out how it can drive profit so that you can walk up out of the people's place, or you can have a lucrative side thing going on. Because with purpose-driven and passion-driven work, sometimes we think that we aren't supposed to be paid and we aren't supposed to be compensated for things because it's what we love to do. Okay, jokes on you or me, but that's not the case. You deserve to get your full value. You are worth it. You are worth it. Okay? And while I say you are worth it, I drop right on into the second P of profits. There has to be profit generated for you to live. The bills have to be paid. You have to eat. And I'm sure you want to go to brunch or dinner or something. Maybe buy a nice new outfit. Maybe bless your parents with something. There are some things that you want to do. So profits have to be coming in. So don't just leave your job chasing passion and purpose and not know how profits are going to come in. Don't be out here building a business and not figuring out where the revenue streams are. Is that a business sustainable? Is that business profitable? Is that business going to be able to sustain you and maybe someone else? Because you can't do it all by yourself. When you begin to level up, you begin to scale your business, you are going to need others to help run that and help fuel that dream and help continue to drive profits. So think about sustainability, think about the longevity of things, and think about what you want out of every move you make. Make strategic moves. Don't do things just to do things. Don't jump on bandwagons just because they look good. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna do this just because, you know, your friend is doing, or you see someone doing it on Instagram, or it looks really good on Facebook. Because know that sometimes people aren't what they post to be. You get me? Like, they're not who or what they post to be. And so you're comparing yourself to a figment of your imagination, and or they may be what they post to be. However, there is some work going on behind those posts. And if you are not ready to put in the work, then don't be out here false claiming that you're ready to eat when you still ain't fixed the plate, okay? Breeze, and let you soak all of that in, because we've talked about some purpose. I was mixing purpose, passion, and profits all together. But I'm gonna breathe for a second. Just breathe. And we're gonna talk about passion, the desire, that burning feeling. Passion is what keeps you up late. Passion is what makes you think about something every time you close your eyes. Passion is what you are doing when you're not thinking about profits. That thing that you would do if you were, a jillionaire and you didn't have to work another day in your life. Passion is what you do when your feelings are hurt. Passion is what you're doing when you don't want to get up. Passion is what you are doing when you are OVER it. Passion is what drives the boat, honey. And so when you start thinking about purpose-driven work, when you start thinking about driving profits, think about what you are passionate about, like what just warms your whole entire mind, body, and spirit, and will do that for a long time. And things change. I Am She has changed faces a few times, and that's why I'm big on like the Jenna Kutcher method of building a brand and not a business, and building something that people are attached to and something that people love, so that when you pivot and when you change and when you grow with your clients or with your followers or with your community, you are able to offer things that now attract them, and there is absolutely no issue. It just flows smoothly. Oprah hasn't always had to own the magazine, movie productions, and all the podcasts. All things Oprah haven't always existed. However, her following has always grown with her. Some of those same ladies that was sitting in their living room while she was saying, you have a car, you get a car, are the same people watching on and the same people buying the magazine. So they have grown with that brand. And so as you look to build some things, just look at what that looks like for you. That might not be your story, that might not be your model, but make sure you're exploring models, make sure you're doing your research. And that is a sidebar. So maybe today is PPPR, because research. There are several times when I am working with a client and we're doing our strategy call or our strategy meeting, and it's our first consultation, and I'm like, who do you serve? Everybody? No. If you for everybody, you're not for anybody, okay? Or, well, if you want your hair done, then I can do hair. No. But that's not your niche, okay? McDonald's has a burger that we may all buy, but they are not targeting all of us, okay? Because the vegan person isn't going to McDonald's, okay? They probably don't even want the apple dippers from McDonald's, if we want to get really serious. So we have to just be aware, do research about our industry, do research about our competitors, do research about the industry gurus, the killers, the ones who are heavy hitting in our businesses or in our business industries, so that we can become students of them, so that we can follow their brands. We can listen to them on podcasts or YouTube or wherever they are. We can find them at conferences and conventions. Speaking of conferences and conventions, when you are in a season of putting profits, passion, purpose, and resource and research and all that together, scratch the concert and go to the conference. Okay, scratch the concert and go to the conference. Okay, you need to be investing in yourself. You need to be leveling up if you're serious. Okay, this is for disclaimer. This is for the serious people. This is not for, I started something, but I hope it works, but if it doesn't, it's okay. Or I kind of want it to work, but I don't really know. Let me sip my drink. Y'all hear my drink? This episode is for the serious folks. This episode is for those of you who really want to win. So yes, scratch the concert, get your behind to a conference, to a seminar, register for a webinar instead of trying to catch up on the latest Queen Sugar and the latest Love and Hip Hop. Invest in yourself. There are so many free resources out here that y'all are not tapping into. Free, Free, free 99, that y'all aren't tapping into. So I really can't expect you to be in the paid ones. However, like I said, this is for the serious folks. Tap into the resources, invest in yourself, and I promise the return on investment is gonna be real. Get you a coach that fits your persona, someone who fits you and fits where you're trying to go, and run with them. Do what they say. Take the courses. Do what it takes. Use the best practices. Do not create the wheel. There is nothing new under the sun. I know you think that your idea is the best idea ever and it is the only idea on the corner of the earth, but I am here to tell you, bow, it is not. Okay? It is not. So trust your process. Lean on best practices and find you some bosses to follow so that you can level up. Okay? So we're going to just do a quick recap. Recap. I've been gone for a minute. I'm back. Don't know for how long, but I'm here. Hello. Getting ready to head to the mountains with the kitties. Depending on when you hear this and when this gets in your earbuds, we might be back. So, hello. Unleash is coming up. It's coming up. But once again, depending on when you listen to this, it may have already come and gone, but we'll see. We'll go with it. It is a day experience for creative female entrepreneurs who are looking to level up in their businesses. Purpose, profits, passion. You gotta have purpose. And even in those seasons when you aren't necessarily doing what you feel that you were called to do, you have to let the spark ignite you to keep going because the bills have to be paid. The profits have to come in, regardless if they're coming in from the job that you don't like or the dream job that you have or the bomb business that you built. The bills have to be paid, okay? That's our purpose part. They have to, I can't get it out. That is our profits part. They have to happen, y'all. This is so authentic and so off the Richter right now. And lastly, passion. Find something that ignites your insides, that just drives you wild, that you would do all day, all night, forever. You would just give all your time and energy if you could. Find that thing and allow it to keep you going through the process. All right, folks. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for sticking in here with me. Thank you to those who just got on the bus or the train or the car or whatever it is, and you have this in your earbuds. Hello to you. I am so grateful. I ask that you rate and review the podcast on Apple or Google Play or SoundCloud, wherever you are listening. I ask that you screenshot, you share with a friend. I ask that you check me out on all things social. And let's chat. Let's be virtual accountability partners. Let's be out here in the trenches together, okay? Because when I get this small island, I can't be on the island by myself, y'all. Like, I need some islanders. I need some friends. I need some folks out there with me getting it on the island, okay? Because I'm trying to start living a sabbatical life where I'm only working a few months out of the year. The rest of the year I'm sabbaticaling it up, okay? So join me, friends. She thought she could, so she did. Until next time, be great, and always unleash greatness into the atmosphere. Later.